On Sunday, President Joe Biden announced in a letter to the nation that he would end his bid for re-election. Biden, 81, has been under mounting pressure for many weeks since his debate with former President Donald Trump. His poor and often unintelligible performance began a torrent of questions and stories relating to his mental fitness and his ability to carry out the responsibilities of his presidency. Biden has been battling a mild COVID-19 infection at his beloved beach house in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, as dozens of federal lawmakers in his own party called for him to step aside. In his letter, which touted his economic and legislative achievements, he sounded his ultimate argument against Trump, claiming that, quote, "We've protected and preserved our democracy." Biden wrote, "It has been the greatest honor of my life to serve as your president, and while it has been my intention to seek re-election, I believe it is in the best interest of my party and the country for me to stand down and focus solely on fulfilling my duties as president for the remainder of my term." While Biden's letter praised his Vice President Kamala Harris, it did not outright endorse her. However, a tweet sent out minutes after the letter did exactly that. "My very first decision as the party nominee in 2020 was to pick Kamala Harris as my vice president, and it's been the best decision I've made. Today, I want to offer my full support and endorsement for Kamala to be the nominee of our party this year. Democrats, it's time to come together and beat Trump. Let's do this." Biden followed up that tweet with a link to his fundraising site. Until the debate, no major Democrats had called into question the president's fitness or ability to serve a second term. Afterwards, a slow but steady avalanche of members of Congress, major donors, and major party figures began to publicly and privately demand his withdrawal. The last time a sitting president eligible for re-election withdrew was President Lyndon B. Johnson in 1968. However, Johnson left the race very early into the primary process. With President Biden having withdrawn, his delegates and potentially Democratic Party superdelegates will have to decide on his replacement.